tamaracks, he's crying. Corn cobs and candle wax for the buying all down the day. What I could afford to buy my love a fine robe made of gold and silk, Arabian thread. But she is dead and gone and lying in a pine grove, and I must push my barrow all the day, and I must push my barrow all the day. Eli the Barrow Boy, when they found him, dressed all in corduroy, he had drowned in the river down the way. They laid his body down in a churchyard, but still when the moon is out with his pushcart, he calls down the day. What I could afford to buy my love a fine gown made of gold and silk, Arabian thread. But I am dead and gone and lying in a church ground, and still I push my barrow all the day. Still I push my barrow all the day. What a sad song. Kind of a cousin to Molly Malone, it seems like, except a very modern cousin to Molly Malone. That was Eli the Barrow Boy by the Decemberists, and I played it straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'd be anywhere near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us in person. Now in just a moment, I'm going to do a tutorial on everything I just played, and at the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. But right now, hey, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you want hundreds more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along, just like this one, then check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. All right, now this song, very straightforward strum. My right hand was easy. In fact, I played the entire song with one finger. I chose to play it with my thumb because I got a good thumbnail here, and it gave me a good sound. But you can play with your whole hand if you want. Actually, I would encourage you to pluck your top string with your thumb. Now, it'll sound different if you have a high G tuned ukulele. It'll work out a little different, but you can still play the same. Pluck strum if you like, or if you'd rather just do a strum, then I'd suggest do a light down and then a full down. Right? So it would sound like this with my thumb. You could do that, but what I chose to do, the reason I wrote it as 4 down is because counting from the floor, this is the 4th string, right? So I just pluck the 4th string and then a down strum and then down up with the emphasis on the 2nd down again. So that's it through the entire song. I don't think there were any exceptions to that. Oh, excuse me, there were exceptions. In the interlude, I wanted to hear all 4 strings each time. So I didn't do the pluck. I wanted to hear, especially on the high part like that, I wanted to hear all of them. So I didn't do the pluck, I just did straight through strums. It was a down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 like that. Okay, now the chord transitions. Starts with an A minor, a D minor to A minor, which is a pretty easy transition because all you have to do is pick up 2 fingers, right? You got the D minor, you pick up 2, and you got the A minor. And then D minor to an F is easy. You just pick up 1 finger, A minor, pick up the other finger, and then D minor. That is the first half of the verse right there. I want you to take note. The timing is a little different in the first half of the verse than in the intro and the second half of the verse. When it goes back and forth from D minor to A minor, right? It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then in the first half of that was the intro, and the second half of the verse, kind of. But the first half of the verse, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, F. 2, 3. Sorry, F. 2, 3, 4. 1 sells Colin marigolds as he cries out all down the day. So that's it's for two beats, you know, or 2 measures if you want to think of it that way. In the first half of the verse, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, A minor, 2, D minor, 2, 3, 4, F, 2, A minor, D minor, but then 1, D minor, 2, 3, 4. See, it's only half as long at the end of that line and in the intro as it is in the first 2 lines of the verse. Okay. Now, that's it for the verses. Chorus. So I'm on a D minor, and I have to switch to a B flat. Your index finger is actually already in the right place. It's going to flatten out, but that's it. Everything else is going to switch position to lay down that B flat, right? But from B flat, again, the index finger is going to be the stability point here. You have a D minor, it's laying flat for the B flat, and then it's going to curl up and only get the second string to the F. Lay flat again for the B flat, and then D minor. Lay flat again for the B flat and the F. See how the index finger is just staying glued right there, and it's just flattening up and flattening down and picking up. That's the only change for it. So you can think of that as your stability. B flat, F, B flat, D minor, B flat, F. And then to the C, I think different times I played it, I used a different finger on C. You can use whatever finger is comfortable. I think I usually used my pinky, which is a little unusual. Usually I'd use my ring finger, but for whatever reason I use my pinky. Maybe it's because then after that your other 3 fingers are kind of hovering over the D minor. So it's an easy change, right? C, back to the D minor, and then C, C7, and D minor. All right, now the last thing I'm going to talk about is that interlude, which I think adds a lot of panache, and it's not hard. It has crazy chords, but they're listed right above it. That's a D minor, right? It's all the way up on the 5th fret. Just bar it and drop down 1 finger, and then you're already there. Drop your pinky, and then you're going to leave almost everything where it is. You're going to slide your pinky up 1 and pick up 1 finger. That's it. And then slide it down 1. And then drop 1 and pick up. That's it. That's the high part. And then it's kind of funky. With the F, I chose to put my fingers here, use my middle 2 fingers on the F, because that way I could do the F augmented easily. That's what that F augmented is. And the D minor. See how I can leave them once if I use these 2 fingers for the F, which is the normal F, right? If I use that, then I'd have to switch them all around for the F augmented. So instead, I just, you know, I was up, I guess I was in this position, and I used the two available fingers, the two middle ones, I just dropped them, and then augmented, and then D minor. And that's kind of a weird D minor, but it's not that hard. And I can pick it up for the A minor, and I can take my time switching back. Eventually, I'm gonna want to get into the more comfortable position, but you can do that basically anytime you like. And that's it. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm now gonna play slow motion, close up on my left hand, so you can follow along with every single chord transition. I'm gonna play from the intro through the first verse, chorus, and interlude. That is, in fact, the whole song. The rest of it is repetitive. So, starting at the start, in slow motion with the D minor, 5, 6, 7, and. Eli the Barrow Boy of the old town sells coal and marigolds, and he cries out all down the day. Tamaracks, he's crying. Corn cobs and candle wax for the buying all down the day. What I could afford to buy my love a fine robe made of gold and silk, Arabian thread, but she is dead and gone and lying in a pine grove. I must push my barrow all the day, and I must push my barrow all the day. Here he goes, going high now. And that's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.